I love how Blake Lively thought because she was rich and famous and friends with Taylor Swift, she could just ruin someone's life. Now she's blacklisted from Hollywood. We're all watching her downfall play out live.
Actually sick to my stomach over this. What nobody's saying about the text messages between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift being released to the whole world.
Blake Lively is likely not getting an invitation to her Dragons wedding. As you guys know, Travis and Taylor are getting married, but sources have come forward to outlets saying that Taylor Swift's once close best friend did not receive an invitation to the pair's nuptials.
Yo, so Taylor Swift is about to get married in front of 20,000 people. 20,000, bro. And there's one name that is not on that list. One. And wait for it. Because the reason she left this person off is not what you think. It's not random. It's not budget. It's not even really about the wedding at all. It's about something that happened almost 2 years ago that nobody thought would actually cost this friendship everything. And by the end of this video, you're gonna understand why an arena the size of Madison Square Garden somehow still wasn't big enough to fit one seat. Stay with me, because this one's messy. Okay, so quick refresher for anyone who's not been following. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively used to be inseparable. We're talking almost a decade of friendship. Blake directed one of Taylor's music videos. Taylor is literally the godmother to Blake's kids. No cap, these two were the blueprint for celebrity friendships. Everybody wanted what they had. But then Blake got tangled up in this massive legal war with her It Ends With Us co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. Harassment lawsuit, countersuit, the whole thing.
Got to admit it, folks, I kind of hate being right all the time. It's America's favorite divorce lawyer checking in on the surprising settlement between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. I said this a while back and everybody in the comments disagreed with me that they were lining up for a settlement. And sure enough, today we get the usual bland statement of we remain firmly committed to a workplace free of improprieties and unproductive environments. It's our hope that this brings closure and allows all involved to move forward constructively and in peace, including a respectful environment online. We acknowledge the process presented challenge. Like it's all the same conscious uncoupling. I have no specific recollection of any wrongdoing, although I acknowledge mistakes may have been made. I'd like to move forward past this unfortunate incident. Kind of stuff you say without saying much of anything at all. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, all the people that said in the comments a million times when I said this settlement was coming, no, you have no idea. There's definitely a case here to just say this is a both sides thing. This is exactly where I knew this was going to land. Hate being right all the time.
And somehow, some way, Taylor's name got pulled directly into it. Text messages between her and Blake ended up in court filings. Taylor was even subpoenaed at one point before that got walked back. And according to insiders, that was the moment something in the friendship just cracked.
This is absolutely the nail in the coffin for Taylor Swift and Blake Lively's friendship. In case you thought Blake dragging Taylor to court was not bad enough, Blake just posted on her Instagram story praising Justin Bieber. And if you know Taylor, you know that Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber have had a long-standing beef. One of the reasons being because Selena Gomez dated Justin Bieber and Justin treated Selena terribly, and Taylor and Selena are best friends. And the other reason being Justin and his relationship to Scooter Braun. And we already know what Scooter Braun is to Taylor Swift. Justin got online and fueled hate towards Taylor during the whole master situation, making it 10 times worse. And you cannot convince me that Blake getting on her Instagram story and praising Justin Bieber, knowing how Taylor feels about him, was not a direct dig at Taylor Swift. A lot of people assume that Blake and Taylor were still friends behind closed doors because Taylor wrote canceled on the Life of the Showgirl. But I just cannot see Taylor being friends with somebody who's co-signing someone who bullied her. This to me is confirmation that they are no longer in contact. They are not going to ever speak again. Sometimes I wish Taylor would be a little bit messy and shade people back, but I can live knowing that Selena never liked Blake Lively and that she was always right about her.
So here's where it actually gets real. Multiple outlets, Page 6, Us Weekly, TMZ, all reporting basically the same thing around the same time. Taylor is not inviting Blake to her wedding to Travis Kelce. And here's the part that stings, bro. According to one insider, there hasn't been an olive branch when it comes to their friendship, and Taylor hasn't extended a wedding invitation to Blake. No calls, no reconciliation, nothing.
Blake Lively is likely not getting an invitation to her Dragons wedding. As you guys know, Travis and Taylor are getting married, but sources have come forward to outlets saying that Taylor Swift's once close best friend did not receive an invitation to the pair's nuptials. The source says Blake understands why she wouldn't be invited and that it would cause a media frenzy. He also understands that she and Taylor don't have the same level of friendship they once had. She isn't upset about not being invited, but of course she would love to be there to support her and Travis. I don't care what side you're on in the whole Justin Baldoni Blake Lively saga, but claiming that someone is your dragon and then not being invited to their wedding is really embarrassing. The insider added that Lively is at peace with how things played out between her and Taylor, noting that the Gossip Girl alum has put that chapter behind her, but the friends are still taking space from each other. And they haven't been in touch in several months, and their last correspondence was only a few casual texts back and forth. That is the extent of their friendship. That's what the sources say. Now, could Blake Lively pull a surprise and still be there? I can see that if Taylor allowed it. Overall, let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys surprised?
And get this, another source says Blake was actually supposed to be in the wedding party at one point, like maid of honor level close. And now she's not even getting a +1 on the guest list. One insider put it like this: there was a time she was going to be Taylor's maid of honor, and now she's not even getting an invite. It's just sad. So why does this actually matter so much to Taylor? It's not really about the lawsuit itself. Insiders say it's about her privacy. Having her private texts dragged into public court documents made her feel, and I'm paraphrasing here, exposed in a way that just doesn't sit right with her. That's the actual wound, not the drama, the exposure.
Actually sick to my stomach over this. What nobody's saying about the text messages between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift being released to the whole world. Doesn't matter where you stand on this when it comes to this subject either. I represent a pretty neutral position of we'll just see how it all turns out legally. But when it comes to text messages between two best friends being released to the entire world, I'm sick. Can you imagine? A text message between two best friends is a sacred place. I cannot fathom, one, my secret or private text between me and my best friend being released, but two, even considering texting in a way where I'm thinking about the entire world possibly reading the text between me and my best friend. I'm not a mega Swiftie. I'm not like extremely attached to anybody in this situation, but what I am attached to is the sanctity of best friendship and communication between best friends. That makes me physically ill. Physically ill. Please tell me in my comments I'm not the only one feeling that way.
Now here's where the internet split into two camps. And honestly, both sides have a point. Camp 1 is saying, look, Taylor's protecting her peace. She didn't ask to be dragged into a legal war between her friend and her friend's co-star. Why would she want that energy anywhere near her wedding day? Fair, honestly. But Camp 2 is looking at this arena situation and going, hold on, this isn't some intimate 100-person ceremony where hard choices had to get made. We're talking about a venue that fits over 20,000 people. One insider actually said it perfectly. This isn't a seating issue, it's a friendship issue. And the size of the wedding only makes the statement louder. And when you put it like that, no cap, that hits different. But here's the harsh truth nobody wants to say out loud. Sometimes the reason a friendship doesn't survive isn't a big dramatic blow-up. It's just distance. It's a few texts here and there instead of a decade of closeness. It's realizing the door didn't get slammed shut. It just quietly never opened back up. What do you think? Is Taylor right to protect her wedding day from the drama? Or is leaving Blake out after 10 years of friendship just cold? Drop your take in the comments. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.